It's said everyone has a story. China has almost 1.4 billion of them. From the mega cities to the vast countryside, from the ancient to the ultra-modern. It's our job to bring these stories to you, direct from one of the most rapidly changing nations on the planet. I'm Laura Schmidt, and we're rediscovering China. Ahead of its inclusion in the 2020 Olympics, skateboarding is being given a major push in China. But does this mean the sport is about to become a viable career option? 3 generations living life on the board tell us what skateboarding means to them. Tune in on Sunday to Rediscovering China. It's early March in Beijing and spring is in the air. It's a happy time for the city's population and for one group in particular, the city's longboarding community. The style of skating they're practicing is known as dancing. Today they've come together for a spring competition in Zhongguancun in Beijing's northwest. It's a chance to stretch their legs after a winter of inactivity. This is one of the skaters in today's competition, Geng Duoduo. Any waking hour he doesn't need to spend with his books, the engineering student will be found on his board. He is, after all, one of China's top dancing skaters. When he's not taking part in competitions, Duoduo can sometimes be found showing off his skills for the camera. Filming clips to be uploaded online is part of a sponsorship deal that Duoduo has with an extreme sports company, who provide him with free equipment in return for the marketing videos.
我觉得这个还行。这个这其实这招是接在线里的，但是要拍定点就。主要作为滑手的话，有几个责任，就是包括自我的宣传，给品牌的宣传，就定期自己拍点视频、拍点图片，然后就这样发到媒体上面。然后有活动的话，会代表品牌去参加活动，就这样。我从很早之前就开始发。 然后，就像这种品牌方也会给我拍视频。就这是当时在洛杉矶拍摄，我的摄影师，然后还有我，我很喜欢自己去在这些地方发这些东西。
He has represented brands all over the world. As a sponsored pro skater, Duoduo has opportunities that would have been unimaginable only a few years ago. In 2017, he won the longboarding world title. That same year, his American sponsors flew him overseas to shoot a series of ads. Longboarding, which is considered a separate category within the broader sport of skateboarding, has been popular in China for less than a decade. Skateboarding didn't actually appear in China until the mid-1980s, but since then, especially in the bigger cities, it's become quite common to see skaters around and to see shops like this one here, where you can buy equipment. This store is more than just a place to buy the latest boards and wheels. They are also the organizers of the spring competition and have become a hotspot for Beijing's longboarding community to hang out and learn new tricks from one another. One big reason for the store's popularity is Da Xiong, the manager who the younger skaters look up to like an older brother.
摔飞了的这个日常，这个是每个滑板人全都经历过，因为他们比较害怕一种东西，就是小石子儿，它会瞬间把滑板卡在原地，然后人会直接飞出去。这边这个他们都说是我， 但是我是坚决不会承认的。对，因为我玩滑板也是经常摔嘛，然后他们就干脆画了一头熊，玩滑板摔了。对，大概其就是这样。我们这个行业比较随和。
However, this agreeable sense of community, where beginners learn from their friends rather than professional instructors, does have its drawbacks. Da Xiong holds it responsible for the problems in creating a mature commercial system for longboarding. Spending time with Dodo and his crew means seeing the city through entirely different eyes. A favorite location for them to skate is Beijing's Olympic Park. No matter what time of day he visits, Dodo will inevitably run into friends here.
我操！居然成了，自己不敢相信。牛逼！太牛逼了！我，哎呀，Amando，还有，哎，Amando，还有一个这个。我也不是每天都会滑，心情好的时候滑一滑，心情不好就干点别的。
是吧？就是一种让你放松的一个方式。
对，就是没事儿的时候就出来滑滑板，然后让自己沉浸在自己的爱好里面。
Despite the sponsorship, skating isn't a viable career option for Dodo. It's a hobby, a way of letting off steam after a hard day of studying, and nothing more.
试试嘛，很好玩的。真的有这种东西吗？哎，这个人真的菜，你搞得我也想试一下手拨接麦牛。太菜了，是不是？是这个吗？就你看长板。每个人滑起来动作就看起来差不多，但是感觉有很好玩的地方，就是他可以去塑造自己的风格，去创造属于自己的东西，这个是非常有意思的点，这也是最吸引我的点。
For students under considerable pressure to excel in exams, longboards are an escape from the stresses of daily life. Just as important to them as the sport is the community.
这个东西能让我们交朋友，就看大家其实玩板之前谁都不认识，就到这儿开始，大家组成一个群体，然后彼此都变成了朋友。就其实好多人出来滑板，它就是个爱好，去扩展自己社交圈子的。有很多一部分人现在是主要目的是这个，所以他们来滑板。
It's around 9 p.m. on a weeknight. Most of the surrounding offices are closed, but Dodo is still at the shop. He's reviewing material from a recent skate he did across China, and discussing with his sponsor what other events he might take part in.
这就偶遇，长途，这跨年出来刷街。
跨年是吧？
对他们跨年活动，偶遇了。
完了，你们还做了个教学。
教学那我没录。
就没录了哈。
滑来着。
There's several different level of sponsor riders. You know, the top rider maybe as we call pro. They're very good. You know, they can compete, participate a lot of competitions. You know, they can win a prize. So like Dodo, we provide a kind of a job to him. So he's basically one of our team, not only as a ambassador or rider, but also doing marketing to promote this sport.
However, even for professional longboarders, the sport doesn't offer financial security. Sponsorship is only offered to a very select few at the highest level, and in China doesn't constitute a regular income. In the end, the only option for earning a livelihood for Dodo and others is to find work related to skating, such as marketing.
Low-level ambassador or some sponsors, we don't pay money. We just support them for product because they have not that big power or influence. So we provide opportunity to help them to grow.
The dilemma facing dedicated longboarders is that they need to earn money outside the sport, but the pressures of holding down a full-time job will detract from their ability to train regularly. So are there any skateboarders in China who manage to live off their art alone? One of the few people who can answer yes to that question is Shen Meng. Watching this 40-something introvert eat his lunch, you would never guess that he's the country's top freestyle skateboarder. This is the style that's associated with American skateboard legend Tony Hawk and his eponymous video game titles. Shen Meng, generally considered the best skater in China, is an icon in the Chinese skating community. Xiaolong is one of Shen Meng's oldest friends. The pair have been ever present throughout the emergence of the skateboarding culture in China. Most of today's skaters weren't even born back in the 90s when these two owned boards costing a few months of their parents' salary. In those pre-internet days, many of their generation soaked up skating knowledge from videotapes brought to China by American skate friends.
20多年玩滑板，然后差不多每天都这么认真练习，特别好。
While Shen Meng still spends 5 hours a day honing his skating skills, he is painfully aware of his age and the toll the sport is taking on his body. He can no longer perform some of the more difficult moves he mastered earlier in his career. Even so, he has no intention of calling it a day.
刚刚我玩我就觉得这腿有点接不上劲儿。
我上午刚做按摩。
那你没跟我说这事儿，我也做按摩再过来。
我让你早来，你不来。
是。
嗯。我现在这样差不多1星期得做一次，让那个肌肉什么的，这缓解一下。要不对于我天天不休息这么练来说，确实不太好做，去按摩的。
The indoor skate park where Shen Meng now spends most of his days is a testament to how much things have changed for China's skateboarders. Scores of youngsters are hitting the half-pipes with their helmets on and their parents cheering on the sidelines, while professional teachers offer systematic training. A whole industry has grown up in less than 2 decades.
现在比如说看见那个。 属于这家滑板公园吧，那么多小孩在玩滑板，然后有那么多人能接触到滑板，真的是有羡慕的时候在里头，而且有时候会回想起自己当初起来滑板的时候有多不容易。相比现在的小孩来说，看他们可能就周末来滑一滑，或者夏天的时候过来滑一滑，然后或者听说滑板很酷了，买一块滑一下，这样人现在很多很多。
For these youngsters, skateboarding is a relatively accessible hobby. Most treat it as a way of letting off steam. Very few think of it as a potential career option.
你觉得它为什么好玩呢？
很刺激，有的滑高了，然后很漂亮。
你玩了多长时间了？
快1年了。
1年了是吧？那你是怎么想到让您的女儿来就是做一个这种的运动呢？
因为他平时学习挺紧张的，然后就是想让他动静结合嘛，把身体锻炼好，然后就可以更好的学习。
大家认识滑板的角度完全不一样了。我们那时候就觉得有滑板就是我的一切，我就站在滑板上就是乐趣无穷，什么都可以忘掉。
对。
他们现在就是可能游戏，然后娱乐，然后很多因素，滑板只占其中一点。
His skateboard is Shen Meng's life. He has tried working as a graphic designer, but quit because it was taking up too much of his skating time. However, his devotion to his passion has brought constant financial pressure.
90年代初到现在还能坚持下来滑板，这人是真的非常喜欢的。经历了很多怎么说很艰难的那个时段，能坚持下来到现在，这些人都很不容易。从某种角度上讲，予取予求应该给予尊重，无论他滑得好与坏。
The days when a skateboard could cost several months' salary are long gone. Today, the sport is far more affordable and accessible, with boards starting from a few hundred yuan. The sport's popularity today is also due in no small measure to Shen Meng. In 2014, Shen Meng became the very first skater from China to successfully compete in an international competition, the Freestyle Skateboarding Championship World Roundup, where he won the Best New International Skater title. Then in 2018, he claimed the Best Style Award. He continues to be a trailblazer for Chinese skateboarding, traveling regularly to competitions in the US and Canada. He even counts Rodney Mullen, considered by many the godfather of freestyle skating, among his friends. It is worth mentioning that without sponsors to back him, Shen Meng has to pay for all these international trips by himself, despite his lack of a regular income. Almost every cent he has ever owned goes towards his skating career.
就是国际上刚才提过了那个公认的滑板教父，跟我面对面交流的时候为我写了一段话，这个板子也是留纪念的，意义挺大的。然后这个是一块小板子，就是当时我去加拿大，应该算第2次去吧，去那儿比赛的时候，我让那儿当地的滑手，还有一些有名的滑板人帮我签的字，就留个纪念，因为我不确定我是不是来年还要再去参加那个比赛。
Despite his celebrity status in China's skateboarding circles, Shen Meng leads a very private and modest life.
都是近10几年攒的，大概是02年开始，断断续续，然后一直到现在的。我还卖过一些，因为那时候在上班之前没有钱吃饭，我用旧了板的，就是有一些所谓刚才你说了，认为我名气很大的人就说，哎呀，你用旧了能不能卖给我们？我说好啊，好啊，好啊，卖50块钱，然后这样我就能吃晚饭了，就这样的。我的生活条件只是够我将将滑板的，够我将将生活的。至于说靠什么呢？就是偶尔接一些杂志的拍摄，然后接一些类似于这种节目的访谈，然后有一些收入，但只是不稳定、不均匀，时好时坏。但是我觉得滑板对我来说更重要。
In a move that other pro skaters may struggle to understand, Shen Meng has throughout his career mostly refused to agree any sponsorship deals. Despite his precarious financial situation, he has rejected the repeated approaches on the grounds that the deals were not the right fit or would compromise his art.
肯定没你专业。在国内呢，我觉得国内的商业形势还不是那么成熟，我只觉得有点很泡沫、很虚。然后关系重于质量，真正很出色的人能够聚在一起做一个商业的东西的机会很少。
Commercial maturity is a hot topic on the Chinese skateboarding scene. There are those who argue that once commercialization takes hold, technique may take a backseat to the importance of building a personal brand and gaining an online following. In other words, becoming influencers. So should skating aim to become a mainstream sport? For purists like Shen Meng, the answer seems to be no.
因为很多矛盾都是自己的立场的问题，我没错，你也没错。他会滑长板，他没有任何错。但是对核心的群体来说，如果他是靠这种手段把自己冠上一个滑手的名字，但是他滑得很一般，他可能更多的是想的穿衣打扮、混圈子，可能核心的群体里边是短时间之内是不可能认同的。
Shen Meng has preferred to be a loner throughout his career. He has little interaction with the broader skating community. Although his name is well known in skating circles, gaining fame and influence has never been on his radar. In Nanjing, in China's east, a group of teenagers are getting ready to start their day. They come from all over China, from places many hours away, and are boarding at the training center in Nanjing. Ahead of them is not hours of studying maths or literature. Instead, they face some rigorous skate training. The 40-minute journey to their skate park gives them an opportunity to catch up on some much-needed sleep. So this is the skate park in Nanjing where the skaters train. Their daily schedule is very strictly managed. Every single minute is accounted for. For one, they train 7 hours a day here.
刚开始也说了，我希望成为一个顶尖运动员的话，你永远要记住一点，很重要一点，就是说，一个就是要学习，不断的学习；第二个什么呢，就是要刻苦训练；第三个什么呢，要能坚持；第四个什么呢，自律。这4个因素，清楚吗？清不清楚？清楚。OK， 上课。
They should have a goal. They're not just like individuals. They are not just like a machine and they're training, day after day. I would like they have a dream.
With this rather strict pep talk out of the way, the team begin warming up. Their main coaches have a rather different teaching style. That's because they are a group of leading international skaters and fitness coaches who have been brought to China especially to train them. Among the coaches is Dan Wildman, one of the UK's best-known skaters.
So how did that happen? How did they find you, or?
It was by coincidence. I wasn't like headhunted or anything like that. A friend of mine in Barcelona who's English, he was telling me about this role, and he was talking like he wasn't really he was not scared but hesitant to come out on his own. And I was just like, I was like, it's a great opportunity. Why would you say no to that?
The reason for the increased interest in the sport is its inclusion in the 2020 Olympics. The announcement unleashed a flurry of investment in training talent and building facilities to give China's skating youngsters a chance of gold. The trainers are almost exclusively from abroad. As for the youngsters, they've been plucked from sports schools all across the country.
Trust, if you go faster, you're more on top of it. If you go slow, you have to struggle to get on top of it. You'll stick.
Zheng Wenhui is 14 years old and started skating just over a year ago. Yet in that short time, she's been immensely successful. She came 4th in the street-style skating event at the 2018 Asian Games and won the women's street-style title at the 2019 National Skateboarding Championship held in Henan Province. She seems like a certainty to make the national skateboarding team for 2020.
为国争光是一件很光荣的事，就以后能参加奥运会，然后尽自己全力参加奥运会，拿金牌。
你觉得你现在这个生活状态就是天天需要练，你觉得很累吗？
有时候累，因为有时候强度很大就累。他有时候强度大、强度低，还就每个星期有天休息完就好多了。
For Wenhui, sports schools are nothing new. She was recruited from a kung fu school in Guangxi, having been persuaded that the new arena of skateboarding offered her a greater chance of success. Making it to the Olympics is her goal, but she and her friends know that achieving it requires enormous personal sacrifice. For one thing, their diet is strictly monitored. Eating a full meal outside their canteen is forbidden. For another, they have no holidays, so most of them haven't seen their parents since coming to Nanjing. Skateboarding is the sole priority in their lives right now.
首先，第一个来之前就会把我们的目标和任务和训练的繁重，会详细的告诫运动员，能承受得了这种繁重的训练任务，让我们就可能留下。如果说你在中途感觉不行的话，你就自动退出，也没有人去强求你什么。
For China, the main objective is clear: catch up to the West in the field of pro skateboarding.
我们奥运会的目标是不变，就是金牌任务，就是金牌。我们的目标就是冲着金牌去的，因为奥运会的影响力很大。如果说我们国家在奥运会上滑板运动员取得好成绩的话，我觉得会在整个社会滑板的普及率会有一些好的方向发展。
Yet there are voices within the skate community suggesting the rigid training practices and the nature of the Olympic competition go against the spirit of skating, which on the other hand is traditionally seen as rebellious and anti-establishment.
China are really passionate about the Olympics, whatever sport it is, you know. So it's good. You can only embrace it for me as a skater. I mean, any country that doesn't have a big skate scene, that is about to have a skate scene because of whatever reason, is good.
The little time that the kids are not spending on their boards, they devote either to reviewing their and others' performances in skating competitions or to a daily English class. Each English lesson lasts half an hour and is designed to help them communicate during international competitions. As one of the best skaters on the team, the pressure on Wenhui to perform is especially high. There's no denying that, like many other sports, skateboarding takes a physical toll, be it bruises, broken limbs, or in Wenhui's case, even a chipped tooth. She tells me it's worth it though. With steely determination, she keeps getting back on her board.
南京市你去过吗？就市中心那些地方。
去过那个时尚来迪逛逛买点衣服。
买衣服是吧？你喜欢什么样的衣服？
就舒服的运动款的，差不多。
At the end of the day, Wenhui is still a 14-year-old girl, and the one day she gets off during the week she likes to spend like any other teenager. On a shopping trip, her serious demeanor quickly disappears, and what's left is an ordinary teenage girl with an extraordinary dream. It's business as usual for Shen Meng. He wants to skate until he's 60 if his health allows, so he can share his expertise with the next generation.
我希望展现给更多的人，就是说，滑板它应该怎么样？人本能的或者是一种条件反射的一种运动方式应该是怎么样的，而不是我想怎么样。
For Duoduo, though, the future remains uncertain.
长板在我的生活中还是一个爱好，我不想去把它作为一个给自己去赚钱的一个工具。我希望找一份可以让自己时间比较充裕，可以去很多地方转一转的这种工作。